Hey guys, it's Adi here with Geek on Gadgets, and today we have the unboxing of the all-new LG G5. Now just a quick disclaimer, as you notice, this is a demo unit, so this isn't the final retail unit that's going to be given out, but it's pretty much the same. So let's get straight into it. We have a pull-out sleeve, pure white, and inside we have a completely white box that has the G5 in it, I assume. So popping that open, we have the G5, and we have the LG travel adapter plug, which outputs at 1.8 amps. We also have a full USB to USB Type-C plug because the LG G5 obviously uses USB Type-C. And finally, we have a little SIM door micro SD slot key for popping in the SD card. Throwing everything away, we can focus on the main event, the LG G5, and we can rip this right off. So straight off we have the LG G5, and so a quick rundown of what this phone is and what it's all about. Basically, the G5 was announced at MWC, and it's the successor to obviously the G lineup from LG, which are their flagship lineup of devices. And the main thing about the G5 and the thing that LG are really pushing is that it's a modular phone where you can replace parts of the phone. This part here can actually completely be removed and be replaced with some other accessories. So we actually have a few of them here. We have the LG Cam Plus upgrade. We also have the 360 cam, and we have the 360 VR headset. And we're going to get into those on different videos, so don't worry about that. So moving back to the device, we have a 5.3-inch QHD display up front. So that gives us a PPI of 554, which is really excellent. And of course, it's an IPS LCD display, which LG have pretty much perfected by now. But LG have also done something a little different with this display this time, where it also has a second screen right here. That is an always-on AMOLED display, so you can have that to display the clock and notifications. And one thing LG have done differently with the G5 than their previous lineup of G devices is the placement of the rear buttons. Now, as you all know, the G4 and the previous G devices had the power button and the volume rocker on the back. The G5, however, only has the power button and fingerprint scanner on the back. And yes, it is actually a clickable button, not just a placement. Instead, the volume buttons and rockers are on the left-hand side. So it's a single rocker up and down on the left-hand side of the device. The right-hand side of the device is completely empty except for this little tray here for the micro SD slot. The top of your phone has your standard 3.5mm headphone jack, a IR blaster, and a directional microphone. The bottom of the phone has the USB Type-C port, another directional microphone, and the output speakers. Another feature LG are really pushing with the G5 in general is the unibody design, and that's part of the reason why they couldn't do the buttons on the back. From what I understand, it was either put the buttons on the back or go with the modular design, because this module and the replaceable battery do take some space, and we'll show that in a second. On the back of the G5, we actually have two cameras. A normal 16 megapixel lens similar to that one in the G4 or the V10, and a 8 megapixel wide angle lens. And this basically to get a wider shot, so it would get shots that you normally wouldn't be able to get in a full frame without moving backwards. Of course, we also have the color spectrum sensor, the LED flash, and LG's pretty much patented by now laser autofocus. On the bottom of the phone, we have the G5 logo and this little modular chin that can be removed, and we'll get to that as mentioned. On the front of the phone, we have an 8 megapixel front-facing camera and the auto brightness sensor. One thing I didn't mention is on the left-hand side of the screen, below the volume rocker is this little button here. And that's the release for the modular chin or battery. So what you do is just press that down and the chin will pop right out, as you can see right there. And it'll give you access to the whole battery pack, which incidentally is a 2,800 milliamp battery, obviously removable, and you can see the insides of the phone there. Now, what LG are really trying to do beyond their the friends, which I mentioned, we have the Cam Plus or whatever, so this would basically just plug in right there, is that they want third-party accessory manufacturers to jump on this modular train. So not only would you have LG release accessories, you'd also have third-party accessories for things that whatever. I mean, if you have a larger speaker or something, another third-party accessory manufacturer can manufacture it, get it approved by LG, and they'll sell it as a modular add-on to the G5. And of course, if LG continues with this modular look in future phones, we'll see even more accessories and more phones capable of supporting this type of stuff. So obviously the G5 is a really interesting phone, and I'm going to be using it as my daily driver, and I'll be sure to give you guys my full thoughts and reviews about it. But this is a really quick outlook at it and just my quick first impressions. I honestly did not like the design of the G5 when I first saw it released in press renders. I thought it was pretty bland and ugly. but up close and personal, the G5 does look much better than those online renders. So before you cross it out, be sure to give it a chance in person. The design is actually really nice. I love this huge screen where it's almost edge to edge. And you know, in general, I'm really excited to try out this phone. So let me know what you guys think about the G5 and the whole idea of a modular phone in the comments down below. And please subscribe to the channel, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.